Get a vision, get it to table. You know the rules. You definitely know how the fuck we play, yeah. Yes, indeed, man. We had another episode, man. I want to build on a topic. I want to build on something real fast, y'all. It's definitely about selective politicking. And this is a key thing that I want to point out. I want to display the truth in the matter in hand. And understand, like, in life, you make choices. In life, you make decisions. What you do in certain moments, in certain times, you can't be held accountable for, whether you like it or not. Some people choose a walk of life where there's no returns, there's no setbacks. It's just the way it is. If you choose to walk down that line, it's some rules you gotta play by. Now, when I brought up earlier about selective politicking, I've said this. A lot of people went back and forth with me. The incidents about Jim Jones in that airport. You see where he was getting busy with them old white men doing this thing. When the police rolled up, they said, yo, he said, yo, they assaulted me. Now, you live that gangbang life. That's already a no-no, like. But, bigger than this, I want to hear WAC 100. His guidelines on it. Recently on Vlad.
Well, I mean, you just mentioned Jim Jones. You accused him of snitching after the whole airport brawl?
So you ratted.
Meaning that what? He went to the cops and said, I
No,
didn't
the
do
cops
it.
came to him.
Okay.
He ratted.
What was ratting?
See, here's the thing, right? And this is why I tell the children to stay out of this gang culture. Don't come into this shit because it's a bunch of rules that don't make sense. It's a bunch of rules that's irrational, a bunch of rules that's one-sided, right? And so, but when you come into it, you accept these are the rules, right? Listen, man, you having a fight, the fight break out, cool. As soon as the cops get there, Jim Jones go to identify. They assaulted me. Both of them assaulted me. These words, right? They don't go in the police report. It's gonna say, this guy such and such said that these two guys assaulted him. That ain't how it worked with us, right? He wanted to make the party that night, right? Bro, you're supposed to cuff your ass up, get booked in, make your bail, and then let your legal deal with it. This is the life of the streets. Now, what Jim need to do, he need to do what a lot of these other people need to do. Say, hey, look, bro, I'm 45. You know, I'm no longer active. I'm no longer part of that. Those people that want to fuck with me. But that's not my life. I'm living a normal life. And if Jim would have made that announcement a year, 2 years, 5 years ago, then you wouldn't have heard me say anything. If that would have been you, right? Yeah, I wouldn't have called you a snitch, right? Because you don't fall under these irrational ass, one-sided ass rules, right? That's driven by, selective politicking. Because guess what, Vlad? I want to see if you're gonna keep it real. Okay. If that was WAC doing that, they rushed me, they attacked me, what would the whole world be saying right now?
I see what you're saying. They say the WAC snitched on those dudes.
Straight up. And they selective politic, and I just hold everybody, you want to, you say you not Trey Gangsta blood, this would come with that. He got real niggas be with him. This man Shooter wouldn't have did that. His man Shooter would have tried to get out of there, or if he'd have just took his coffin, bailed out, and had his legal deal with that. You would have never heard that come out of his mouth because dude really fall up under that. But it's a lot of these people playing with it because they're using it for position, for to make their popularity bigger, but they don't even understand the rules because they never even fell within the rules, right? So that's telling. The minute you go identify to the police or anything that has anything to do with the commission of a crime, you tell it. In this world, now in the real world, it makes no sense. I don't expect them to understand it, right? I've done time, been to prison, been charged with murders for shit I didn't do, and I know exactly who did it. Right? They're running around on the streets having fun while I'm fighting their case. People will say, well, fuck, why you don't come tell them if that's your homeboy? Because that ain't how it goes.
So you wouldn't tell under any circumstance?
Not gonna happen. The only time I will assist law enforcement, and I just had this happen. A guy had a BMW stolen, 2 houses down. I got a bunch of cameras on my house, the real shit, right? So they seen him, knocked on my door with the cops. Hey, this is how, see, you got cameras. Can you give us the footage? I asked him one question. Was there a kid in the car? No. No child was in the car? No. I can't give you the footage. Now, if you could have told me there was a kid in the car, and I can help save that kid and find that kid, I'd have turned over the footage. You fucking with a kid now. On the flip side, right? I can come home, hear gunshots, see a dude running out, look him dead in the face, go in, and he killed everybody in my house. I'm not gonna give him the description of who that man is. I'm not gonna say a word. We're gonna deal with that in the streets. Period. It's not gonna happen. This is the irrational shit that we fall up under. And I don't expect people to understand it because they're not going to understand it. You got to be really bred into this to fall up under that. We never know nothing. We hear no evil, see no evil, we speak no evil.
On that note, if you live in that life, you dabble in that style of living, there's no talking to the police. You claim any gang, there's no talking to the police at all for nothing. Maybe directions, maybe how to get to a certain address, maybe a certain building, something. But other than that, anything dealing with a violent act, someone getting hurt, a fist flying, stabbing, any type of volume of violence, if you're living that gang life, there is no talking to the police in no type of conversation at all, especially when you're involved. I mean, let's be adults here, and let's be real here. Like the man said, selective politicking is at a high, a strong high. Because if it was that man, people would have been like, yo, he told. The world seen it, and people just, it is what it is. Somebody else do it, they told. Selective politicking. That's where it lies. It depends on who you are. You let this person get away with it, but he can't. It's two-sided in this clown shit, man. Hey, kids, do the right thing. Get a job, man. It ain't worth it, man. Do the right thing, man. Get a job. Go to Vision Gun Entertainment. Salute to the kids, man. Kids are the future, man. Kids, do the right thing, man. Stay off the drugs. Get a job. Live righteous. Sip your CMARs. Do your push-ups. Get your life right, man. It's another episode. Stay tuned.